hear me well and my audio is good and we're ready to start. I created a nice presentation, completely fresh. It's really fundamental. Hi, Terry. Terry, do you have a headset on you? You can talk. So if somebody wants to talk, just enter yes, and I will unmute you. So I started in 2009, and I came from an corporate world, and I was responsible for multi-million projects, lead a team, 15 engineers and 15 technicians, commission a building, and I was used to bigger projects. And I didn't step in the digital world because I wanted to have I would say, an easier life. I liked actually my life before. So that was not really the really thing. What itched me was to become self-employed. But I read books before I decided to work for myself and become a digital marketer. And the thing what really was clear to me in 2009 was that I didn't want to become rich maybe fast. Now earn a lot of money quick. So a lot of digital marketers at that time, they had huge sales, and maybe some do still have, but huge sales on Warrior Plus and Yevizu, and they earned $100,000 for big loans. And I said, no, that is. And then you saw often that they couldn't handle that wealth and became crazy, bought cars, traveled, and all kind of things, and they didn't last long in their business. Anybody has seen that around? That the people who you used to connect, the gurus who you connect 15 years ago, how many of them are still around? And to me, I wanted to more sustainable businesses, a business where a business model what pays my bills next month, a business model that I earn 24/7, a business model that I can take off when I want, a business model that it can scale. And at that time, I'm not sure if you guys know, but that time SaaS was not really on the radar for many, but now it is, correct? You probably hear SaaS every day now, correct? SaaS is kind of the thing, but all of a sudden everybody thinks you need to go in SaaS models, correct? So what I saw around me is that most of you guys recognize working 12 hours and not taking off. I really remember actually my time that I spoke with a neighbor end of the day in the yard, and I said, I feel I'm booking progress. I'm building digital products, and I feel like I book progress. But I really work 12 hours a day, correct? I don't do that anymore, but I did for many years. And endless prospecting. But maybe you need to do it for a while, but that is not the situation you want to be in. And then I remember the time that almost every day I checked out products. I attended webinars, but that felt, now at a certain moment, I felt, okay, now I know it. That's what I had. I felt it's time to make my own hands dirty. Because even I remember the time that I went on vacation to the Netherlands, and I still like to attend those webinars. Is that not crazy? That webinars became, I don't know, I want to say addicted, but you really was looking for the success, I think, and you want to sacrifice a lot for it. Maybe that was it. Guys, reflect to that. And all the sales page, yeah, fear of missing out. Maybe that was it, yeah, fear of missing out. Want to do everything to become successful and gain so as much as information as possible. I wanted to be on the edge on the new technology, new products, new things. So all kind of, and maybe when I think back on the time, it was not really a bad thing because it kept me motivated during the day. It kept me involved in the digital marketing world. But then in 2009, we started our own local business collecting specimens like blood and urine and DNA and drugs and STD, all those things. And I did the digital marketing for it. I created a website, and I don't know if you guys have family around you, but if they have a local business and they start for themselves and they need to pay rent and employees, now break even is a really big thing when you start a business. So we broke even within 3 months, and within a year we were number 3 from all the franchisees, from 150 franchisees, and in 3 years we were number 1. So that changed my world. To go a little bit off topic now, I see, but that changed my world. And because I worked in a corporate business with a lot of responsibilities, was used to do many things. I was not only specialized in, as an engineer, I was also good in management. I was also good in writing reports. I was also good in achieving a lot with limited budget. But basically, what it comes down, and I think you can recognize this as a solo marketer, you wear a lot of hats, correct? So you need to be able to do running your business, making sure you're making the end, you client, you do the fulfillment, you do many things. As an employee, you are much more limited. It's not a bad thing, but you do lesser different tasks. And then I go back to 2009, things was clear to me. When I create a website for a client or do another Google Business Profile, whatever I did, I never did something for one-time fee. Things was just not an option for me. Because in my situation at that time, it still is even more, I can pay the bills today. I need to be able to pay the bills tomorrow. That was always my thinking, without worry. I don't want to worry about paying bills tomorrow. That was my biggest thing. Everything else was not, I'm not sure how to say, but that was my thing from earning. I want to be able to pay my bills tomorrow. That was my, so the recurring part was very important to me. So I would, if a local client asks you to create a website, of course you can ask $2, $3, $4, $5,000 for it. There's nothing wrong with it, but also add the maintenance of it. So you get the initial payment plus the maintenance. If you do the Google Business Profile, do initial payment if you like, but the recurring is actually the most important. If you do the SEO, then the recurring is really important. When you do citation, the recurring is really important. Whatever your service is, the recurring part is important. So when you, even if you got a small fee, $200, which is nothing for a local business, and you have 10 clients, $2,000. Now, it's not a lot of money, I understand, but those 200 clients, they need more. They need more than citation. They need more. They need Google Ads, they need leads, they need online store, they need all kind of stuff. So once you get the trust of the local business, you can upsell them to other services you like to provide. That doesn't mean that you have to provide. I always say, as digital marketer, you need to start with 3 business you like, 3 services you like to provide, 3 services. 3 services doable. So what I mean to that is that you stay on top of those 3 services. You read about those 3 services. You provide those 3 services. So you are the specialist in those 3 services. And if you feel, okay, I can handle more, then you do more, because digital marketing is not that hard. It's really not that hard. It just, I don't know, when you attended my training, or other training, I guess, fulfillment is not hard. You just have to do it and get used to it. It's being in this world. We live in a bubble. You and me have a bubble together. We are not, local business have their own bubble, and children have their own bubble. And we all live in bubbles. And this is our bubble. Digital marketing is our bubble. And we read every day about it. We watch every day a video about it. We do something related to digital marketing every day. correct? I think every day, even in the weekend. You read an email or watch a video or read a post. See, but I don't know, you guys have that too. When you go to a supermarket or a big store, when they have magazines, who of you guys read the headlines of the magazines? Is that a tick for me? So those headlines are attention drawers, correct? Somehow that headline draws many people attention by purpose. You can learn from it. You get educated from it. Those so those are big magazines. They test out what works and they live on it. And many people buy a magazine just because of the cover. Just saying, you were always busy. Maybe that is my thing, but when I walk through Target or another store, I look at the slogans. Who does that? And I'm thinking, is that a good slogan or not? Does it do something with me? And sometimes I take a picture of it just to, I don't know, just to see if I like it and maybe I'm going to use it. There's nothing wrong to learn constantly. It's our interest. That is our bubble, correct? We live in a bubble. We look at covers, we look at slogans, we look at store signs, we look at websites, we look at mobile responsive, we look at videos as a digital marketer. You have no idea how good you are compared to the average person because you reflect your skill with your neighbor, with our peer, with me, with our webinar, with the person you're on the Facebook. We are kind of equal, but special. We are special. We are really special in digital marketing. And local businesses are looking for you. They're really looking for you. They are so busy, they need somebody to fix their website. They need somebody to rank their site in Google. They need somebody to have the Google business profile listing optimized. They need a nice video. They need social media advertising and posting. That is where you get. They need good reviews. Don't forget. I should mention reviews more often. Reviews are so important because if you have 5 stars reviews, a lot of them on a regular basis, you rank automatically in Google Business Profile. The thing what I wanted to say is don't forget the recurring part when you do fulfillment. That's kind of the purpose of this slide. Already, everybody knows I just created this slide. I'm 50. I started 2009. I still do a lot of Google Ads management, and I learned digital marketing hands-on. I wasn't really at school. At school, you learn programming skills, you learn math, you learn all kind of things, and you learn project at the business. But digital marketing, that was not a topic at school. I think it was a sort of interest. I created websites before I started 2009 just for family. Just it was kind of how do you say that? Not entertainment, but like to do, correct? Not for making money, just because interest. So like a hobby. That's the word, like a hobby. I did it for hobby, and I wanted to learn it. That is hobby too. It interested me, and at that time before 2009, I always wanted to start my own business, but I never knew quite well where I wanted to have my own business in. And I learned in the corporate world that I didn't want shipment. I didn't want repairs and all those kind of things. I didn't want to. With digital marketing, you just throw everything online and you fix online. Everything becomes so much faster and easier. A lot of things is much easier. You don't need the big building. So a lot of things you could cut much easier and also scale. That was also important because who of you guys have in a family or is close to a local business? No, they have to work hard for their money. They have to work really hard for the money. And if they earn a lot, they have a lot of employees, typically. Maybe not always, but typically have a lot of employees. You know what? What comes with employees? Worries. That is just how it works. They have all the habits and things and get sick, and you have to motivate them, give them tasks, and then they have interaction with other people, and there's a lot of the elements to it. So a lot of work. And maybe they need a building, and you need insurance, all those things. So I figured out to start my own business in digital marketing with SaaS products is so much easier. It's really much easier. And I believed it in 2009 when I started my own business, and I still believe it in today. And actually, it's not only believe, but I'm the living proof. And now around me, a lot of digital marketers also move their business model from one-time sale at $4.97 one-time buy to a membership site and hire a team, support a product, correct? Because how many of you guys have bought an expensive product for $4.97 or $9.97 and it worked for a year, and after a year it didn't get supported? Who had that experience? I felt always this is not right. This is not right that you sell something and take a lot of money, and after the refund period, well, that is basically what it is, they don't maintain it anymore. They just, I can literally mention a couple of products, also from pretty recent, that you pay $1,000 or $1,500 for a nice website builder, and all of a sudden things fell through the crack, huh? And then you are left with an all other deal. So that can happen, and that happens. And so I didn't feel good. I just didn't feel good with that business model, not for you as buyer, and also not as seller, because what is that for business that you make a lot of money short time and then you don't support it anymore? What is that? So same with the business owner. I wanted them to help not only now but also tomorrow. His success should be my success. So scalable SaaS products are the key to growing a digital marketing business without the overwhelming. You agree? Who likes SaaS products? Who likes who likes a one-time fee or one time, or who likes monthly income? So do you like one-time fee from a client, or do you like monthly? I see a lot of monthly. Undoubtable. Of course, we want $1,000 check today, of course. But I'm really looking for that $300, $400, $500 check every month. So SaaS stands for Software as a Service. What it is that you log in a portal, you do the setup, and most of the work get done by the software after the setup. So call portal, you do is an example. Call portal, you set up the tracking number, and the tracking number is just a phone number and tracks the amount of call. And so that is a typical SaaS solution. Review portal, you set up the review system. The client get a link, they add the customers, and they get automatically a text message and email. The SaaS, Software as a Service. The widget, you set up the widget, you create the settings, how they want to get contact on the website, add a script on the website, or we do it for you, and the widget does the magic, and you get paid monthly. Those are all SaaS solutions. Is this clear to you what SaaS is? So let me, one time is that you create a website, and after creating a website, you're done. They don't want you to maintain it. They don't want you to do the hosting. They don't want you to do the security. You're done. You get $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, and you're done. That's one time. And then basically, not 100%, but basically, if you do one time, you sell your time. Because to create a website takes you 48 hours or whatever, and you get a fixed payment. Let's do the math simple. Let's say you get $800 and you put 40 hours in it, you earn $20 per hour. But if you said we do the website and we also do the monthly updates and the hosting and security, and you get paid, I don't know, $300 per month for 1 hour update per month. And then very often they want some updates the first month, the second month, but that's over time they need less updates. So you don't sell your time and you still earn. And this is how you scale your business. So everybody understands the difference between SaaS and one-time solutions. Because I'm a big believer of SaaS. Now, I'm not against one-time fee. I'm not against. One-time fee is better than nothing. I'm against free. Actually, I'm against free. Some digital marketers, gurus, say you need to do something for free before they get you as customers. Who hasn't heard that before? So please do something for free, then you build up your trust. And then you get maybe, no, no, don't do that. You ever went to a doctor and do something for free? You're not getting seen as a specialist. You get seen as somebody who is in desperate need to earn something and you're just a starter. No, don't sell you short. Makes no sense. And you want that client very eagerly, just offer a strong guarantee based on results. So it is okay to charge $1,000 for a website and then $300 monthly. That is totally fine. So free in one-time fee is you can do the initial setup pricing. You can do the setup fee. That's fine for the creation, and then but also add the element of monthly. That's what I want to say. So you follow all those digital marketers and you see the specials. And I offer you special too. The $1 trial is a special. I would never offer a $1 trial to my clients, never. But we live in a bubble and you expect deals, very good deals in our bubble, correct? And then when you get success with it, you're okay to pay monthly for it. So that's totally fine. So Ali makes a good point. Free work for digital products, digital information products, but not for professional services. That doesn't make sense. You can do consultation for free, an audit for free, and based on that, you make a quote. So that's different, correct? You're not really providing the service, you're only pointing out what needs to get done. Actually, that is the way to do it. So the goal is to have those audit meetings, digital marketing meetings, and go over the website, go over the Google based listing, go over the social media, go over the online store, go over their reviews, go over all the digital marketing, and then offer solution for a setup, a creation fee plus a monthly fee. And the business can decide what they like to have done. And they will pick and choose depending on their budget and how much they trust you. So the pillar of success actually is prospecting. You need to prospect local business. Many of you have now signed up for the AI Call Prospector. I highly recommend you to use it. Just click 100 times on that button or set up campaigns. And if you are not sure, then set up a digital marketing meeting and then we will set it for you. Once you have that client, you have to deliver the service. Remember, I want you to be able to provide 3 services. I feel 3 services is a nice foundation. In principle, it can be any 3, but I feel one is okay. You start with one, but one is maybe boring. You can do more than one, and 10 is too many to get started. Some of you think, who thinks I need to do 10 different services to serve a client? No, it is nice that you can do 10, but start with 3. And once you get one, the hardest client to get is your first client. The second hardest is the second client. And every time the new client becomes easier. You talk, you know what they expect, you know what to do, and maybe you get used to the tools, and so you get all that money in, and you can hire people or find better solutions. So every time, every client becomes easier, and you can scale your business. Now, to be honest, you can do time-consuming service, or you can do smart service, SaaS services. Actually, I should rename SaaS to smart service as SaaS services. You can scale your business. And when you use SaaS services, you don't need to work 8 hours per day, 12 hours per day. Gary, are you here today on the webinar? So Gary messaged me the other day. I'm not working 8 hours anymore. I just work 3 hours per day, serve my clients, and have a good life. And use many of my SaaS products. And I want you to make that a reality as well. When you have a laptop, you have a nice view, you can go to Starbucks or whatever place you like to go and digital marketing work in a couple of hours and enjoying life. That is very well possible. But let's first get that first client, second client, third client, scale your business, enjoying life. Of course, with any service you provide, uh, be around. I always give my clients my mobile number so they can text me with any issue they have, and I get always back the same day. Always. I'm not saying that I solve the issue, but I'm going to work on that issue the same day. So the old way, the new way. Old way is when you work 12 hours per day, while you only need with smart solutions 3 hours per day. The old way is that you have many subscription, and the new way is that you have bundles. The old way is that you need advanced skills, and with SaaS tools, you hardly, of course, you need skills, but many things are automated. The old way is that your income is not predictable, and the new way is that you have a steady monthly recurring. And if you have a client who likes to do a service you don't like to provide, let's say they want Google Ads management or this profile or create a website or whatever. You can always contact me, and I probably can help you. So, or post something in the Facebook group. You don't need to do most. The only thing you need to do is actually sign up the client. Sign up the client, and then when the money comes in, digital marketing solutions are easy. So my goal for you, my goal with my products, my SaaS product is few hours per day, SaaS bundles, click, point and click experience, copy and paste. Most of the things are copy and paste, interfaces should be good. And of course, all those products need to get work together, and they do. Because you can, for example, the call portal, you can connect the contact widget with SendEagle and you can do email marketing. So actually, when you use SaaS products, you have the limit is not really your limit. The limit is, what would they say, much higher than you imagine, if you like. So if you, for example, we have talked about this to sign up a franchise with 150 locations, and you provide the lead widget or the call tracking or the Google Ads management or the Google Business profile or the social marketing, all of a sudden your life will change, correct? All of a sudden you have 100 of 150 locations want to do your service. So maybe you're taking on one client, a two client, a three client, but maybe affiliates, not affiliates, franchises. So don't limit yourself in the success you could reach. And with SaaS products, wherever you want to go to, it is possible. It's really possible. Of course, it depends on your dedication, your motivation. It is more limited by doing the right things than your imagination. So I see many of you, not many, but several of you have many clients and they use a lot of SaaS. Most of you guys use multiple SaaS tools for me, and I'm happy with that. And they also have the most clients. More or less, the more SaaS tools you have, the more clients you can serve. But it starts with outreach, correct? Start with prospecting. That's why AI call prospectors is important. That's why Sand Eagle is important. That is why you want to do audit meetings. That is why when you see an opportunity with a local business, where you do an AC repair, a restaurant, whatever you want, or friends, or when you have the chance to speak with the business owner, speak about how the business is doing. Terry, I'm sure you do that, correct? I know Terry in person, and I'm sure if Terry meet a business owner, he is interested how that business owner is doing. And he's going just to have a small talk with that business and listen carefully how they are doing and where you fit in. And when, hey, are you found online? Yeah, but not so good. Then you say, I can help you with that. Simple. But once that conversation is going, you can say, I can help you with that. And then you schedule out that meeting and see how they are doing and how your sales fit in. So prospecting, fulfillment management, automated tools for prospecting like a call prospector, fulfillment like the call portal, contact widget, Rapify, and most of my tools have a dashboard to see how the track results. So I have the Sales Dynamite Jack bundle, I have the email agency bundles, and if you want specific service, you can also sign up for that. I will run a Black Friday promotion, of course, so don't worry. So you can get started affordably and get you set up for success. So, of course, you guys all know my website, Jack Hopman, and below that, I will show the Black Friday promotions. Any questions? Any questions? So I this sheet. I list here most of my services, and then so that I could calculate the SaaS score. The SaaS score is based on, if the cost is low, then it gets a 10. If the cost is high, cost is 1. The perceived value for your client. So website is very high perceived, the result. So they get a 10. Yeah, let's say where's a 5 here? Business directory listing, sure if that perceived value is that high because it's not so visual. So get a 5. Amount of work, you want least work, almost no work, so they get a 10. And let's say for SEO or Google Business Profile is a lot of work, so they get a 5. And then I have here instant. And instant means when they cancel the service, they see instant results, they cancel. So the pain is high when they cancel. No, when they cancel lead widget, will not work. So that then when the security SSL is not okay, they see the results, but I'm not sure if they instantly will have a problem. So I those numbers and I got a SaaS score. So that means how high the SaaS score, how better SaaS service that is. So it's just an idea. So here is a nice list of SaaS service you can easily provide. SaaS service. So if you need ideas which SaaS service you want to provide, idea, and here are the ones which you want to check out. And those are I would make part of your audit. So if they want to offer call tracking, that's a good service. There's a high SaaS score. Website is a good SaaS score. Lead rate is a good SaaS score. Again, if you see there's a replay, you can email me at support@jackhopman.com. I will send you this link. Any question about SaaS services? Okay, good. If I cover any question and I didn't answer it, just email me at support@jackhopman.com. And I wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. And I see you next week, Tuesday, same time. Thanks so much, and have a good rest of the day.